For 3 years, the story was the model. This week, the story moved. Nvidia paid $6 billion for a factory, not a model. It took Claude Opus 5 from 30% to 100% without touching the weights. And AT&T cut its AI bill by more than half by refusing to use the best model. August 21st through 23rd, the model stopped being the product. Start with the result that should reset your expectations. Nvidia researchers took Claude Opus 5 and ran it on Arc AGI 3, a set of 2D games with no instructions. Alone, it scores 30.2%, the best of any model tested. Wrapped in Nvidia's harness, the same weight scored 100, all 25 environments, all 183 levels. So what's in the wrapper? Memory management, tool access, failure recovery, and the piece that mattered most, a supervisor. A second agent watching the first, stepping in when it loops, stalls, or wanders down a dead end. One Nvidia engineer described it as acting almost like a CEO, and it finished in 6,600 actions against a rival system's 7,500, 12% fewer moves. Nvidia says the configurations differ beyond the harness, so this is not a clean measurement of one variable. And this is the public benchmark set, not the private one. ArcPrize itself warns that any harness built with knowledge of public environments can overfit them. The real headline isn't 100%. It's that evaluating a model is not the same as evaluating an agent. Now the money. Nvidia agreed to pay Poolside $6 billion, not for a model, but for Model Factory, the platform Poolside used to build its models. Plus $1 billion in equity at a $12 billion valuation, plus job offers to 109 engineers. A chip company bought a production line, and the license is non-exclusive, so Poolside can sell it again. This is the third time Nvidia has run this exact structure. Grok and Fabrica, now Poolside. License the technology, hire the team, take a minority stake, leave the company standing. Roughly $27 billion committed across the three, and not one of them was acquired. Poolside's own investor letter insists it is neither an acquisition nor an acqui-hire. It is also an antitrust review that never happens. Meanwhile, AT&T ran the other side of the experiment. 45 billion tokens a day across 100,000 employees. By routing each request to the cheapest model that can handle it, coding costs fell up to 56%, with quality down 2. Open weights already handle 40% of queries, heading for 70. Nvidia's own router test is the warning. 7% to Frontier, costs down 74, but 6 points of accuracy gone. And the same architecture has a dark side. Israeli firm Dream documented what looks like the first fully autonomous cyber attack on a government. Over 4 days in July, up to 8 agents ran in parallel across 12 waves against Taiwan. They mapped 21 government systems, cracked 85 accounts, and took over 2,500 personnel records. 84 of those 85 pivoted deeper, built on 2 free open-source agent frameworks. So is everyone shipping this? No. 99% of companies say they plan to put agents in production. Somewhere between 9 and 14% actually have. The plumbing is arriving fast. Google's agent-to-agent protocol moved into the same foundation as MCP, which has grown from under 40 members to over 250. But the gap between the demo and the deployment is still where most of this lives. The pattern underneath all of it, value is migrating from the weights to everything wrapped around them. The harness, the router, the factory, the swarm. Nvidia spent $6 billion on the machine that makes models, not the model. That should tell you where the next moat is. Every figure is sourced in the description. Verify before you act on any of it.